Good morning, dear students. Last class we studied about molecular orbital theory and molecular orbital diagram of four different species, that is different molecules and ions. And there we have discussed what are the magnetic properties of the species and how to write the electronic configurations of molecules. Here we are going to discuss what about some bond parameters. Okay, so bond parameters. So what are bond parameters? So different terms that link with this bond, different terms that links with this bond are known as bond parameters. So for example, this is your bond order, bond enthalpy, bond length and bond angle. So these are the four parameters. Let us know what is bond order. The number of bonds present between two atoms in a molecule, that is known as their bond order, also called bond multiplicity. Bond order or bond multiplicity. The number of bonds present between two atoms, and according to molecular orbital theory, that can be determined from Nb, number of bonding electrons, and number of antibonding electrons. So Nb minus Na by 2. And you know, in hydrogen, one bond is present. In oxygen, two bonds are there. In nitrogen, three bonds are there. So bond order here 1, here 2, and here 3. Similarly, let us first start this bond length, then we will go for bond enthalpy. So next, bond length. So the internuclear distance between the two bonded atoms in a molecule is known as bond length. The internuclear distance. So suppose this is the hydrogen atom and this is another hydrogen atom, it forms bond. What is the distance between them? This is known as bond length. Similarly, for nitrogen, what is the distance between nitrogen atom and nitrogen atom? This distance is known as this bond length. The internuclear distance between two atoms in a bonded molecule is known as bond length. So this bond length depends on different factors such as it depends on different factors, that is size of atom and another size of atom, another depends on hybridization and another bond order. It depends on these three factors. Size of the atom. Smaller the size of the atom, smaller the size of the atom, less is the bond length. Smaller is the bond length. Shorter is the bond length. Hybridization. So if the more is the p character, then if the p character is more, then the bond length is also more. For example, if we consider about sp3c carbon, sp2 and carbon, sp2 carbon and hydrogen, and another here sp2 carbon and hydrogen, and another sp carbon and hydrogen, then in this case the bond length is more than this. So in this way, more is the p character. So the p character is 75%, here is 66%, and here 50%. So more is the p character, more is the bond length. And another depends on bond order. So bond order is inversely proportional to bond length. If bond order is more, so if more number of bonds present between two atoms, then this come closer to each other. In this way, more is the bond order, shorter is the bond length. So higher the bond order, higher the bond order, shorter the bond length. Shorter the bond length. So this depends on these factors. Next, come to bond enthalpy. The amount of energy required to break one mole of a particular type of bond in gaseous state is known as bond enthalpy. For diatomic molecule, the bond enthalpy is generally the bond dissociation energy. For example, if H is there, to convert this hydrogen, it is converted gaseous molecule and to gaseous atom. What is the amount of energy required here? That is known as bond enthalpy. And for polyatomic molecule, the average value of the bond dissociation energy is known as bond enthalpy. It also depends on bond order and bond length. So more is the bond length, more is the bond order, here is the bond order, here is the bond order, here is the bond enthalpy. And shorter is the bond length, more is the bond energy. And another factor, bond angle. So this is the average angle between the lines, representing the orbitals that contain the bonded electrons. So suppose, for example, when you write the structure of methane, you write like this: the average distance between these two, which so these are some orbitals. So the orbitals which contain electrons, the bonded electrons. So this is the average distance between two lines. The average distance between the two lines of which contain the bonded electrons, that is known as bond angle. So this is the bond angle, and this bond angle depends on the type of hybridization and also the presence of lone pair electron, bond pair electron, as well as the electronegativity of central atoms. Okay, so now note down these points. Okay, note down these points. Bonding parameters. Covalent bonds are characterized by some bonding terms, that is bond enthalpy, bond length, bond order, bond angle, etc., known as bonding parameters. So bond enthalpy, the amount of energy required to break one mole of bonds of a particular type between the atoms in gaseous state of a substance is known as bond enthalpy or bond energy. About bond enthalpy, and we will discuss more in thermodynamics chapter. Okay, so for diatomic molecule, here we are considering about diatomic molecule. For diatomic molecule, the bond dissociation energy is known as the bond enthalpy. Okay, so bond enthalpy depends on the two factors, that is bond order and bond length. So here is the bond length, here is the bond order, more is the bond energy. Similarly, shorter is the bond length, more is the bond enthalpy or bond energy, and longer is the bond length, less is its bond energy. For example, if we consider the bond energy of nitrogen, oxygen, and hydrogen, nitrogen has higher bond enthalpy than oxygen, than hydrogen, because it has bond order 3, it has 2, and it has 1. Similarly, if we consider chlorine and bromine, so chlorine, if it's Cl2 is converted to 2Cl, and bromine gas is converted to 2Br. So in this case, chlorine has higher bond enthalpy than that of bromine, because the Cl-Cl bond length is shorter than that of Br-Br bond length. Note down these points. Next, note down these points. Bond order. the number of bonds present between two atoms in a molecule is known as bond order, also called bond multiplicity or bond multiplicity. Example, bond order of N2 is 3, O2 is 2, F2 is 1 and Cl2 is 1. Okay. Next come to bond length. So the average distance between the centers of two bonded atoms is known as bond length. Bond length also depends on different factors. Size of the atom, smaller the size of the atom, shorter is the bond length. For example, if you consider H2, HH bond length is shorter than that of Cl2, Cl2. Or Cl2, Cl2 bond length is shorter than that of Br, Br. Chlorine bond length is shorter than that of bromine because bromine has larger size than that of chlorine or chlorine has smaller size than that of bromine. Similarly, if you consider HCl and HBr, hydrogen has the same size, chlorine has smaller size than that of bromine. In this, HCl has short bond length and shorter bond length than that of HBr. Another factor that is bond order. So more is the number of bonds present between two atoms, smaller is the bond length. For example, carbon-carbon single bond length is 154 picometer, whereas carbon-carbon double bond length is 134 picometer. So in this way, as more number of bonds are present between two atoms, its bond length decreases. Next, hybridization. So bond length also depends on hybridization. So more is the s character, as the s orbital has smaller size than that of the p orbital. P orbitals are elongated. S orbital is spherical, so smaller size. Due to its smaller size or shorter size, so when s character is more, so this shape is also, the bond length is also, if the s character is more, the bond length is less. Okay, so s character shorter is the bond length. So sp3ch bond length is, so if you have p character more, s character less, s character increases and p character decreases. In this sp3ch bond length is more than that of sp2ch than that of spch. Next come to another factor, that is bond angle. So next come to another parameter, bond angle. So bond angle may be defined as the average angle between the lines representing the orbitals. The line which for orbital, what are the lines and will represent? The lines representing the orbitals containing the bonding electrons. So the bond angle depends on also different factor. This type of hybridization, you know, in sp hybridization, the orbitals are aligned themselves making an angle of 180 degree. In sp2, they make an angle of 120 degree. In sp3 hybridization, the orbitals make an angle of 109 degree 28 minutes. In sp3d, they make angle of 72 degree and 90 degree. So 120 degree and 72 degree. In this different hybridization, and if it has a regular shape, then different bond angles. Similarly, presence of lone pair and bond pair electrons. If the same hybridization takes place, but if there is presence of lone pair and bond pair, then also the bond angle changes. For example, in methane, ammonia and water, the central atom undergo sp3 hybridization. But here, one lone pair electron, in water there is presence of two lone pair electrons. In this, the bond angle decreases. It becomes, here in CH4 190 28 minutes. In ammonia, HNH bond angle is 107 degree. And in water, the bond angle is 104.5 degree. Similarly, it also depends on the electronegativity of the central atom. So if the electronegativity value decreases, then the bond angle decreases. Or if the more the atomic size of the central atom, or the less is the electronegativity, and then more atomic size, larger atomic size, and smaller the electronegativity, then the bond angle decreases. Although they have same hybridization and same number of lone pair and bond pair electrons. Look here, in water, and H2S. Oxygen atom has sp3 hybridization. In H2S, sulfur is also sp3 hybridized. Here oxygen has 2 lone pair electron and 2 bond pair electron. Here in H2S, sulfur is also surrounded by 2 lone pair electron, 2 bond pair. Hybridization is same, bond pair, lone pair is same. But sulfur is less electronegative than oxygen. In this its bond angle decreases. It becomes 92 degree. And in water, 104.5 degree. So these are the different bonding parameters. Next come to another concept, that is hydrogen bond or hydrogen bonding. So what is hydrogen bonding? Look, in water, oxygen is bonded with hydrogen by covalent bond. In H2S, sulfur is also bonded with hydrogen by covalent bond. But water is a liquid while H2S is a gas. And H2O is also exists in solid form, that is ice. Ice is in solid form. So why some molecules exist in solid form, why some exist in gaseous form, why some molecules exist in liquid form, although all have the covalent bonding character. Next, why some covalent compounds like alcohols, carboxylic acids, these are soluble in water, while carbon tetrachloride, chloroform, although these are also covalent compounds, these are insoluble in water. So some covalent compounds are soluble in water and some covalent compounds are insoluble in water. So water is a polar solvent because it contains polar bond. So any molecule which contains the polar bonds are generally polar molecule, and the polar molecules, the polar solvents that can dissolve the polar compounds. So in this way, water can dissolve most of the ionic compounds, but still it can dissolve some of the covalent compounds. So why water can dissolve? So that can be better understood by the concept, that is hydrogen bond or hydrogen bonding. So what is this hydrogen bond? So it is the force of attraction between the hydrogen atom of one molecule and electronegative atom of another molecule. Look here, suppose we consider about water XOH and another water molecule is also there, HOH, or we consider about HOH and another molecule ammonia NHH. Similarly, look here, HF is a molecule and another HF is a molecule. So I have given here 3 examples. Okay, so here you know hydrogen fluorine. Fluorine is more electronegative than hydrogen. In this is partial negative charge and this has partial positive charge. And this has also partial positive charge. This has partial negative charge. In oxygen and hydrogen, this oxygen has partial negative charge. Hydrogen has partial positive charge. This has partial negative charge. This has partial positive charge. So in this way, in OH, this has also partial negative charge. Hydrogen has partial positive charge. Nitrogen has partial negative charge. So this hydrogen has partial positive charge. So due to this, they exist as dipolar molecule because different poles are created, different ions are created. So these are known as a dipolar molecule. So due to this, what happens? This is a positive charge, hydrogen is a negative charge. There exists a force of attraction between this negative charge nitrogen and this positive charge hydrogen. And this bonding is represented by dotted line. And here also in water molecule, oxygen negative, this hydrogen was positive. So due to this negative and positive type of charge is created, so dipole created, this positive pole is attracts this negative pole of this. There also exists a force of attraction between them. And here also F minus H is there, here also exists a force of attraction between them. So the dipolar attractive force which binds the hydrogen atom of one molecule and electronegative atom of another molecule of same type or different type is known as hydrogen bond. And this hydrogen bond is of two types. So first, there are two conditions for hydrogen bonding. One, the molecule should contain at least one hydrogen atom, and the hydrogen atom should be attached with a more electronegative atom, so that dipole created easily. So these are the conditions. So any molecule will satisfy these two conditions, they can form the hydrogen bond. Next, this hydrogen bond is of two types. One is known as intermolecular hydrogen bond, another known as intramolecular hydrogen bond. So when the hydrogen bond is formed between two different atoms, when different molecules, when hydrogen bond is formed between two different molecules of same type. So this is the hydrogen bonding of same type, different molecules of same type, different molecules of same type, or different molecules of different type. So when hydrogen bond is formed between different molecules of same type or different type, then that type of hydrogen bond is called intermolecular hydrogen bonding. And another, when hydrogen bond is formed within the molecule, within the same molecule, then that is known as intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So here, look at another example. So this compound is known as orthonitrophenol, N-double-bond-O. This is known as orthonitrophenol. So here the oxygen is negative, here the hydrogen is positive. There exists a force of attraction between this oxygen and hydrogen. So this is the compound, and within this molecule, between different functional groups, a hydrogen bonding takes place. This type of hydrogen bonding is known as intramolecular hydrogen bonding. This is intramolecular, and these are intermolecular. So the force of attraction which binds the hydrogen atom of one molecule and electronegative atom of another molecule of same type or different type is known as hydrogen bond, represented by dotted lines. And this condition, there are two conditions for hydrogen bonding. There should be one hydrogen atom. The hydrogen atom should be attached to electronegative atom, and the electronegative atom should have a smaller size, so that dipole created easily. Hydrogen atom should be attached to electronegative atom, and the electronegative atom should should have smaller size. So chlorine, oxygen, nitrogen satisfy these conditions. So the compounds of hydrogen with chlorine, nitrogen, and hydrogen generally form hydrogen bond. Hydrogen bond is of two types: intermolecular hydrogen bond and intramolecular hydrogen bond, or intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So when hydrogen bond takes place between two different molecules of same type or different type, that is known as intermolecular hydrogen bonding. And when hydrogen bonding takes place within the molecule, then that is known as intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So first note down these points. Next we discuss what are the consequences or results of hydrogen bonding. So the dipolar attractive force which binds hydrogen atom of one molecule with high electronegative atom of another molecule is known as hydrogen bonding. It is generally represented by dotted lines. Simply you can say also hydrogen bond. Conditions for hydrogen bonding: the hydrogen atom must be linked to high electronegative atom, and the high electronegative atom should have a small size. Fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen satisfy both these conditions, hence they form hydrogen bond in their molecule. Fluorine has high electronegativity value 4, oxygen has then less than fluorine, and nitrogen has so it has 4, oxygen has 3.5, and nitrogen has 3.1 electronegativity value. Similarly, chlorine has also the electronegativity value of 3.1. So, but ammonia form hydrogen bond, while HCl can. HCl can, because both nitrogen and chlorine have the same electronegativity value, that is 3.1, but ammonia can form hydrogen bond, but HCl cannot, because chlorine has a larger size. So due to larger size in HCl, it do not form hydrogen bond. Okay, so because chlorine has a larger size. So in this way it cannot form hydrogen bond. Next come to types of hydrogen bond. So types of hydrogen bond, two types, intermolecular and intramolecular. So when hydrogen bonding takes place within the molecule, so when hydrogen bonding takes within the molecule, that is known as intramolecular hydrogen bond. When hydrogen bonding takes place between different molecules of same type or different type, that are known as your intermolecular hydrogen bond. And more is the electronegativity of the atom, more stronger is the hydrogen bond. More is the electronegativity of the atom, more stronger is the hydrogen bond. So in this step, hydrogen bonding takes place between HF molecules. HF molecules are linked like this, or it can represent also like this. So here the fluorine atom, one side is bonded with a covalent bond and another side is bonded with hydrogen with a hydrogen bond. So this is the hydrogen bond. And here also the fluorine atom, the same way it is bonded with a covalent bond with hydrogen bond. So one side bonded with covalent bond, another with hydrogen bond. And the hydrogen bond has less bond enthalpy than that of a covalent bonds. That means a covalent bond is a stronger bond than that of a hydrogen bond. So hydrogen bond is a weaker bond than that of a covalent bond. Similarly, in case of water, this is one water molecule. So hydrogen bonding takes place between oxygen and hydrogen. So more is the electronegativity of the atom, then more is this polarization power, and stronger is the hydrogen bond. So the HF hydrogen bond is stronger than the OH hydrogen bond than that of the NH hydrogen bond. This is the hydrogen bonding in ammonia. So here also different ammonia molecules are present, then it can form the hydrogen bond. If different ammonia molecules present, it can also form the hydrogen bond. So HOH, here also H, water, there exists the hydrogen bond. In this way, these are the different types of hydrogen bond. So look here, this is another example of hydrogen bonding in water and alcohol. It is also intermolecular hydrogen bonding. ROH represents the alcohol, HOH represents the water. So in water and alcohol, there is hydrogen bonding takes place. Okay, due to which alcohols are soluble in water. And intramolecular hydrogen bond. So when hydrogen bond is formed within the molecule, means it is formed between the hydrogen atom and the electronegative atom of the same molecule, then this is known as your intramolecular hydrogen bond. Look here, this is the molecule known as orthonitrophenol. Here OH, NO2, hydrogen bonding between H and O, and this is known as salicylaldehyde. So here OH is there and CHO group is there. Between hydrogen and oxygen, there is a hydrogen bond. So within the molecule, generally hydrogen bond takes place, due to which reclosure takes place or cyclization takes place. And this intramolecular hydrogen bonding, due to which molecular association do not take place, in this it does not affect more to the physical and chemical properties of the substances.